Okay, good evening, folks. So, today is Thursday, January 15th, 2026, and we are going to make Instant Pot meatloaf and mashed potatoes. So, here is the recipe and the method that we're going to use. Alright, and here are the ingredients. We've got some seasonings that I just showed you on the recipe. We've got some breadcrumbs, some ketchup, water, some potatoes that are quartered, 1.5 pounds of hamburger, and an egg. Okay, so we're going to get started cooking. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and make our meatloaf. So in this bowl I have the ground beef. Okay, now we're going to add our breadcrumbs, our egg, our seasonings, and our ketchup. Now, as far as the ketchup goes, you can use any kind of tomato product, even spaghetti sauce, pasta sauce, you know, that marinara kind of stuff. You can use that. You can use tomato paste. You can use ketchup, barbecue sauce, anything like that, and it will turn out good. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and mix it with my hands. Okay, so I have wrapped my hands in this bag. Okay, and I'm just going to squish this around. Okay, now if you have those fancy gloves that you get for use in the kitchen, feel free to do that, but I don't have any of those, so I am using this, and I shall be right back when I get done doing this. Okay, so now we're going to make us a piece of foil to encase our meatloaf in. And what I did was I took 2 pieces of foil and I just overlapped them both, and then I just kind of folded over the edge here twice. So now it opens up kind of like a book. Okay, so can you see that? Now I have a big piece of foil. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the meatloaf in this and form like a little pouch for it. Okay, so I'll be right back after I do that, and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so I put the meatloaf I just made in the center of this foil, and now I'm going to make a kind of a pan around it. This is what the meatloaf looks like. I've mixed it all up. Okay, so you kind of see what I did. I just wrapped up the foil around it and made like a little pocket. Okay, so in the bottom of this pan I have the potatoes and that 1 cup of water. So now we're going to use this contraption, which is specially made for use with the Instant Pot. Okay, I'm just going to set this up like this. Okay. Okay, dear, can you hold that right there? And I'm going to grab that meatloaf. Okay, let's see right there. Okay, now here's our meatloaf. And we're just going to kind of set it in there, like so. Okay, and we're going to make it so that the steam and stuff can go all the way around. Okay, so that's what it looks like. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and put the lid on it. Okay, and we are going to pressure cook this for 25 minutes. Oops. Okay, and we're going to press start. Now we're going to let it come up to pressure, and I'll show you at that point how it looks. Okay, so it is now counting down. Okay, so it has just finished. So now we're going to do a quick release. Okay, and that'll take a few minutes. Okay, so here's what it looks like. I just undid it. Undid the lid. So now I'm going to take out the meat. Okay, so our potatoes are very well done. So I'm going to go ahead and get this on a plate. Okay, so I'm going to remove the whole meatloaf to another plate. There we go. Okay, and it left a lot of grease. Okay, so we're going to discard that grease. But this is our meatloaf. It's pretty cool, huh? Now, obviously, you can make meatloaf however you normally make meatloaf and follow the same steps, and you know, it'll come out really good. Okay, so here it is. I've got to put some salt and pepper on my potatoes and some butter, but this is what it looks like. Okay, pretty easy dinner. Like I said, make your own famous meatloaf and just use the method. Okay, so anyway, I hope you guys like this, and go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Give it a try. Looks pretty good. Okay, very easy. So anyway, you guys have a good night, and I will see you all later. Take care.